Hello and welcome to another video. Obviously you can see today it's arms. We'll start doing bicep curls. Obviously I try to go as heavy as possible with this. I would say heavy as possible, at least to a point where you get between 8 to 12 reps. I normally start off between 20 kilograms to 22.5 kilograms. If I can go heavy without losing a lot of my form, I will do it. But it isn't a suggestion for a lot of people. You want to try and keep the form as much as possible. Obviously, as you can see, I'm wearing my hoodie still. This is my first set. I like to try and keep the warmth in my body a bit longer than usual, but again, it's up to you how you want to do this. But again, I wouldn't say to go ridiculously heavy. Try and keep the form as much as possible. Now, this exercise I've just started putting in to my training. It's actually a pretty good exercise, and the first time I used it, I didn't go ridiculously heavy like I am in this video. The main reason is because you're coming further back and coming further up, which means you're getting that good squeeze. It's the same as what you're going to see in future clip. I think it's the next one after this, which is a straight bar. But again, you don't have to go ridiculously heavy for this exercise. It's better to get the technique good. Obviously, it is alright to go a bit heavier, but I wouldn't suggest going ridiculously heavy for stuff like this. So the next one is V-bar. Now, the main reason why I used to either do V-bar or single dumbbell curl. Basically much similar this way, using two hands and one dumbbell. The main reason is because it doesn't have to go heavy or light again, but because like you can see there, I'm going slow and concentrated, doing a sharp like thrust up. The main reason that is because you're hitting the muscle hard, but also because it's concentrated, the muscle's never at a point where it's relaxed. It's always working. That's what you want for all your exercises. A point where you're always working it, get the pump. It actually grows the muscle better and a less chance of an injury. Now, again, this is one I've just started doing for my arms as well. Straight bar. Now, the main reason I like this one is because technically your arms are working together. Unlike curls where one arm is stronger, I'm right-handed, so my right hand will be doing more work than what my left hand is. With this one, because it's straight bar, they've got to work together, which basically means they're getting the same pump, same growth, same pressure, basically, and that's what you want. It is a good exercise. I would suggest it for a lot of people. Now, this one, I think I've just stopped doing this one, but again, I'm putting this on because it's still a good exercise. The main reason why this one is good, because obviously I'm leaning against the wall. You lean against the wall because that way, when you're doing heavy weights, a lot of people do the same way. They start bouncing the body forward and back to try and get the weight up. Not the best thing to do because you're starting to lose your form. But this one, because your body's against the wall, your body can't go anywhere, so you only concentrate on your arms. You get that? So it's all the pressure goes on there, all the concentration goes on there. So, and trust me, this is an exercise you want to do light on because you want to get that good concentration into the biceps, get a good workout for it. And this would be my last exercise on my biceps as well. Now, on the triceps, now I do my triceps on lat pull down because the weight's heavier. It also means that because of the way it is, all of the stuff that we use in lat pull down, most of the stuff that I use in lat pull down, don't go on there. This is the only one I use for straight bar for this. Now, I go moderate heavy, where it's not to a point where I'm struggling to actually lift it, but I try to slow it down, like I said, to get the good pump in the tricep and get the good growth. I'll keep saying in different videos, slow and steady is better, less chance of injury, better chance of growth. V-bar. As you can tell from my form, I'm going ridiculous. I wouldn't say ridiculous heavy, but I'm going heavier than what I was in the previous clip. This is a good way of getting that extra push, especially when you're going heavy, because that's heavier grows the muscle, obviously. But the main reason why I do this is because of the fact that on future clips, like if I try some ones like this, when your muscle gets stronger, obviously you can lift more on the other exercises which you want. You don't want to be sticking with the same weight. Now, I've seen a lot of youngsters do this wrong. As you can see, when I get into the bottom, I'm squeezing it out and put it into like a triangle or upside down V. A lot of people keep it straight when they do it either that way or overhead. Do not do it that way because you're not doing anything to your triceps. Not the way the rope is designed to do anyway. Now, I don't like doing single arm. The only reason why I do single arm is because of the fact you want a bit more pressure on the arm, but individually, because I find for triceps it's harder to get the extra growth. And either do it this way, which I'm not really a big fan of because you can't really go up much weight on this machine, or I use dumbbells. The only problem with dumbbells is times where, like, 1 week I'll be able to go heavy, and the week after that I'll struggle with that weight. It's not something I would suggest. Now this is an exercise I do like on the triceps, using the Z bar on this, especially that angle, because whether you come just where the head is or go behind it, you're getting a good pump and it's a good squeeze. I'll show you a better angle in future clips, but trust me, this is a good one for it. You don't have to go, like I said, you won't have to go ridiculously heavy. You can still go moderately heavy, but you can also go light, as long as you can slow it down, which I'm not really doing in that video, that clip, sorry. But it is a good exercise to do. Now, forearms. I know a lot of people don't do these. Sometimes I forget to do them. But for me, it's more for my grip in my hands. I start losing the grip in my hands quite quickly. Now, for me, I don't go ridiculously heavy for these because, one, I can't. Two, you want to be able to use your hands to do day-to-day things. And this is actually a good exercise. I know people do it the opposite way around. That would kill my wrist if I did the opposite way around. Basically, much having the hand facing the other way and coming up that way, it would absolutely destroy my wrists. But that is a good exercise for it. Now, this one I actually love doing. I know it's hard to do in certain places, but for me it's a good thing because you can actually bring the fingers all the way down and get that good squeeze going up. If you do quite heavy on this and slow down as you come up, there is a possibility you can actually damage your wrists. This is why if you're doing stuff like this, I would suggest you ask advice. And that's actually a good tip for all of my training clips. This, again, it's a good one, but for me, to hit the muscle properly, I would say you'd have to go a bit heavier. But the problem is that if you do it too quickly or too slowly, you can actually damage your wrist. Again, ask advice from an instructor at that gym. Obviously, we'll come to the end of it. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Like I said, there will be future longer ones coming. But thanks for watching.